for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the give is Nwangu. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Ayuk to return it. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a play fake. Lance. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Murray. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now Murray off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This returnable for Ayuk. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's pulled in at the 32. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Space to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Lance again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You definitely would have liked to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up. And you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Shotgun now for Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Nwangu. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Murray now to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Murray now. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Boswell's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. from the gun, Sermon.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. They give the Sermon out of the gun.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now a handoff, Sermon.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk from 13 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Nwangu. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Murray going to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the gun, Murray steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. Under pressure, they got him again.
J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On play action, Lance.
Throw here's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Again, it's Lance. They set up the screen for Sermon.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
First play's a run with Nwangu.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Here's Murray. Dancing to his left.
Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Ferkser.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
They'll run with Nwangu.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
60 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 29 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And they'll run with Sermon to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
They run once more with Sermon. Sermon with space, a first down, and then some. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 24.
Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
Play action, now it's Lance.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Zaven Collins gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On the handoff, Sermon.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
The Lance going to throw.
Going to throw deep for the end zone.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On the run is Nwangu. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Murray now on first down. Buying time to his left.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 16, big stop, big stop, let's go.
To throw, it's Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
To throw is Murray. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Handoff right side to Wangu.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Kene Nwangu.
A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Lance looking to throw it. And he will find his man, Samuel.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
And 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 7, Lance.
Flush to his right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown 49ers.
Deebo Samuel.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have retaken the lead.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will make this a 4-point game.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Javon Kinlaw able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. Handoff here to Nwangu.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Another run now for Nwangu.
And some room to maneuver.
And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 13.
And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
On the give is Nwangu.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Murray.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Rondale Moore
there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That one caught by Ross Dwelling. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. To throw. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
He's back to throw. This will be caught at Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football, CD. That's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
To try again after the sack.
Lance.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. I'll tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now it's Nwangu.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Nwangu. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Check back 16. Check back 16. Come on. 16.
First throw of overtime for Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Back to Nwangu again on first down.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
On second down, here's Nwangu.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Third and 8 situation, a tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal.
And got his man complete. Whistles come in and a timeout. Just 8 seconds left in OT. Well, in overtime, I think Coach is always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash, what do you need? And that goes into the protocol.
Well, this one certainly has not lacked for intrigue. Let's keep playing. What do you say?
Fine by me. I'm loving what we're seeing here. This is a heck of a game. And now, guess what? A kicker may decide it again, and the next one that does it wins it.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that will be it. And how about that to start a season, Charles? Both teams 0-0-1.
Say that again?
Yeah, 0-0-1.
That is not what you expect to see when you look at the box scores, right? When you look at the standings after a game like that. And do you really think they worked the whole summer, the whole offseason to come in week 1 and leave with a tie?
No, I don't. But, hey, I guess better than being 0-1-0.
Good point.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.